Aldenaki here with Mission 7 composer of my LASO campaign mission walkthrough series. That's Legendary All Skulls On. And here we are setting the mission up. You can see all 13 skulls are set on. Composer mission, legendary difficulty, so here we go. I'm going to skip the two opening cutscenes and get right to the mission. Now this is a tactics and technique driven mission for the most part, with the exception of a couple of major skips and maybe a couple of minor ones, but I'll point those out as we get to them. Okay, as we start the mission, the chief is coming to after the witch crashes into the station there. First thing we want to do is run over here and grab a hologram. Now, I don't actually use it in the mission, but it's a nice thing to have. Wait for the poor Marine to die there and grab a sticky detonator. Switch back over to the pistol because we'll be using that initially.
See what I can do about clearing an evac route on my way to you.
Now, as the doorway opens here, aim your pistol at that little bend in the railing there because Jackal Marksman will show up here and become an easy headshot. Now we got 4 grunts, sometimes 5 down on this level. There's the first 2, number 3 is gone. And in the doorways to that room up there, there's a couple of shielded jackals, but up on the top level we have a grunt and a Jackal Marksman. Now if I can take out the, there's the Marksman. And where is that? If I can take that shielded jackal out with a headshot, I'll do it. Now, notice I just ran right by the 5th grunt and the shielded jackal on the left. Next up, we've got 2 jackal snipers to take out. Be very careful with those guys. Jump up on the railing, switch over to a sticky detonator, do a sprint jump and across to the platform. And we want to drop the Harbor Master controls, activate them and drop that shield. Take out that gunner with the sticky detonator, run back to this position right here where the pipes bend back in. As soon as those 2 elites jump, you jump and fire off a frag grenade, and sometimes I can get both both of those 2 elites off the platform. That time I believe I just got 1. Come in here, grab that DMR, run up here, ammo up on the DMR, and catch your breath. Now with Mythic and Tilt on, it's very difficult to take elites out. You generally have to backsmack them or assassinate them. Weapon fire generally will not take them out, especially when you're playing solo. Sometimes you can overwhelm their shields with on co-op. Now notice what I just did there. He ran up the stairs and I went after him and did a backsmack. Now, when he's facing you and firing at you, it's best to turn around and run. That's what I did here. This little platform back here is a good base of operations. Now I come back up here, and that first elite I took out was a concussion rifle elite. Here comes the storm rifle elite, and he's gone. I'm grabbing that concussion rifle because I will need it. And now we've got a sword elite, and I want to take him out as well because I need his active camouflage. I'm not really sure where he's at. I'm looking around to see if he's going to be coming up the steps. Go back out and take another look out there. Sometimes in the mayhem at the beginning here, they'll jump off the platform themselves. Now I'm kind of looking around and trying to figure out where the heck is that guy. Oh, there he is. Alright, I fired a shot with a DMR to get his attention to get him to run back here. Now there's a technique you can use with sword elites. If they charge you, as they come right at you, jump up in the air, spin, and turn around. Whoops! He saw me. Time to retreat. Anyway, jump up in the air, spin around, and backsmack him. I've done that before, but sometimes those suckers will stop and just nail you. So, okay, I can hear him now. what I'm trying to do here is to get him in patrol mode going out towards the platform, and that way I could sneak up behind him and take him with a back smack. I'm just kind of trying to see where he's at. You know, without my motion detector, I don't know if he's on my level or below me or what. I think he may be over here, getting ready to go back into patrol mode out towards the platform. That's why I'm kind of hanging right here. Again, I'm not really sure where he's at. Oh, there he is. Okay. And you got to be a little bit careful when you come out this far, because that door will open over there to the right, and there's going to be 2 shielded jackals there. Notice I was taking fire. So anyway, I've accomplished my first mission by taking out the elites. I want to go up here and make sure I have full ammo on the DMR. Alright, and I'm going to switch that back over to my concussion rifle, and we're going to do a nice little skip to bypass this next battle using the concussion rifle and the forklift here. This was first demonstrated by Aura Soldier 313, but there's been any number of iterations to this, or variations to this particular skip. But what I did there is position myself as like so on that right skid, about halfway between those 2 marks. I aimed at the midpoint of that slanted piece on the forklift, a little bit left of center, horizontally and center vertically, and then fired 1 blast of concussion rifle, and it blew me up on the platform. Next up, we got the hunters. Now notice that I grabbed the shotgun and I juggled that in with the DMR. I ran over here and swapped out my concussion rifle for a sticky detonator. And it takes 4 shots from the sticky detonator to get the armor plating off the back of the hunter. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Okay, that takes care of the armor. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge him, hope that he comes after me like that, and start hitting him in the back with shotgun fire. This is a maddening part of the mission right here, because their behavior varies from iteration to iteration of the mission. Okay, I got hunter number 1 down. Sometimes hunter number 2 will come over and support hunter number 1, and the goose is cooked. Okay, now with hunter number 2, I'm going to start off by throwing some grenades at him, trying to maneuver him into the entrance of that room. You don't have to do that. You can take him like hunter number 1. It's just you have to be real careful because you don't have quite as much maneuvering room here. Alright, I got him over there into the entranceway, and now I'm going to go ahead and use the sticky detonator to get the rest of that armor off his back. And notice I'm running back over here. I want him to see me over on this doorway and focus so that I can come around the other side. Okay, notice I went camo there, and I'm trying to put shotgun rounds in his back. Again, I got him looking at me from over there, and I'm just going to run in here and fire my shotgun at him. And it does take a little while to do this. I had some more sticky detonator ammo left, so I'm trying to weaken him as much as I can with the sticky detonator. I'm not really worried about using up all the ammo because I'm not going to use the detonator anymore in the mission. This is a little bit problematic. Yep, I want him looking at me over here, and I'll go camo, and then try to come back over here and take him with a shotgun. Like that. And he's weak, he's just covering up. Maybe 1 or 2 more blasts like that. He's covering himself up now. Alright. I should have enough ammo to do this. There we go. Scratch one hunter. Actually, hunter number 2. Okay, now that we got both them down, we're going to go grab the DMR again. Got to juggle into the room with the shotgun. And run back up here and grab that concussion rifle.
Tilson's inside the door over there.
And off we go to the next encounter. Now we're going to have to battle some minor coveys to get to the airlocks, but thanks to Legendary Smile, there is a big skip that allows me to go out of map and bypass both airlocks themselves. And that really saves a lot of heartburn in this mission. It makes the mission a lot simpler, although it still is a complicated mission, believe me. Now, I threw all my grenades when I was working on the hunters, and I'm coming down here, and one of these guys that are gathering has a DMR.
What was that?
And I'm going to go ahead and do a little fratricide here to grab those grenades, as well as ammo up on the DMR. That's a good way to get full ammo on the DMR if you don't have it.
If we can reactivate them, I can program the station's defenses to provide cover for the evacuation.
Now, I could have done the same thing just inside this door with the guy that normally opens the elevator, because actually if you do that, take him out, then that door opens a little bit quicker. But I'm not so much worried about it. Now, I'll get plasma grenades here as the door opens. They'll just come running down the ramp, or rolling down the ramp, if you will. I'll be able to get them right here. See them? Alright, immediately go camouflage when the door opens. We're going to have a grunt and a shielded jackal come up to us. Go ahead and take them out, if you can. Like that. Don't worry if you can't take the grunt out. You can get him when you go through the maintenance corridor here.
Triggered an automatic lockdown. Look for a service tunnel.
Yeah, the service tunnel is what I meant. Okay, now I got 2 shielded jackals in here. And I was hoping to take him out with a frag grenade, but I'm looking down here to see if I've got my camo on. Yeah, I might have got him that time. Now I got to worry about the second shielded jackal. And he's going to be down there around the corner in this next room. I'm being a little bit careful here because it's a good possibility he's got a needler, and I don't want to take a lot of needler fire. Alright, he doesn't see me. Nice quick headshot. Then there's a jackal marksman just outside the door. You can take him from right to that position. Okay, now I've got 2 grunts to worry about. I'm letting my ammo, my active camo come back. Go camo. I got the grunts. Because sometimes one of them's got a needler, and they do have a tendency to throw grenades at you. Now, up here, I just switched over to my plasma grenades. There's 2 grunts and an elite. I want to take out that first grunt. The second grunt is on a plasma turret, and I want to get him off the turret. And I'm going to bounce a plasma grenade off the wall up there. And that should get him to jump off the turret. Yep, there he is. Alright, so now I'm going to go camo and run across the other side. Now what's going to happen here is as soon as I take that grunt, the elite's going to charge me. Well, he generally does. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my concussion rifle and go camo and run through the service tunnel. As he runs towards me, and what I'm doing, I'm making sure he is out and looking at me before I fire on the grunt. There he is. Okay. Take the grunt out, go camo, switch to the concussion rifle, run down here through the service tunnel, come out here, position myself so, look down, jump, 2 shots on the concussion rifle, and I've just jumped out of the map. Okay. I'm going to jump over here, just jump up here, be a little careful here. Jump again, and now we can, well, once we get up here, we can just go ahead and run over to this point, wait for the map to load in front of me. Alright, and very carefully jump up on this edge here, and then jump across, and then jump down here. Alright, then we'll sprint jump into this area right here, and we want to work our way down to this point. And now we're crouching and backing up. We're trying to load the next area of the map, which I just did. Sometimes it takes a while to do that. Jump back up, jump across. There's a little beam here, a little cross beam that we want to get up on. Just barely see it. Alright. There we go. And as soon as we do that, do a sprint jump across. Jump down here, and here's the real tough part. I'm going to jump right up on this little edge right here and do a sprint jump a little bit to the right. Getting my feet set a little bit to the right. Sprint jump, and then as we get ready to land, crouch. So sprint jump a little bit to the right and crouch. We should make it across. Now we're at the second airlock. Jump up here, up here. Okay. Run along in here. And we're running towards the control room for the outside turrets at this point. Now sometimes you can time this so that you get teleported down to the catwalks below. Now, I never get that timing right, so I'm going to plan B here. I'm coming back towards this edge, and you'll notice when we get to a certain point here that the map behind me is gone. Ease myself down here like that through the soft wall. Now I'm down here in the corridor. Now right before the edge of the corridor, I'm going to go camo right here, and then sprint towards this invis elite. Now I missed him. Notice how I backed up. I was trying to assassinate him. I backed up. And by doing so, he runs over in that corner. He does not engage me because he can't see me. He doesn't know what's going on. So if you miss the assassination on that first elite, immediately step back and let him run over to the
Cortana's
corner.
bringing the defense grid online now.
Okay.
Otherwise, he'll engage you and you're
broadcast
out of
the final
luck.
evac orders.
Okay.
The nuke?
After I put Cortana in, I went
Meet us
back
back
over
on
to
the
that
upper
area
platform
and loaded
and we'll
up on
help you get
DMR
it to the
ammo
artifact.
and swapped out my concussion rifle for a sticky detonator. Okay,
Chief, if we
here we go down to the next area.
actually get back to Halsey, don't tell her how bad I got.
I won't say.
As the door opens, I'm going to fire the sticky detonator and try to stick that grunt, and I'll take the grunt and the shielded jackal out, and then I'll take out the jackal marksman with the DMR. And now we've got the last room to clear before we get back to the outside. I went active camo. I'm going to take out these 3 grunts right here by the stairwell, and hopefully take out that jackal right there, and maybe another grunt or 2. And we're going to do another little skip here instead of taking out the rest of the enemies. Looking around up here. Maybe I might try to take out 1 or 2 more of the grunts and or jackals here. No, they kind of noticed me there. So what happens is when you get down to 2 grunts and or jackals, everybody charges the stairwell, and there is a technique for taking them out. I think that's probably enough there. There is a technique for taking them out, but it does take a while and a lot of patience. So what I'm going to try to do is skip the rest of this particular battle. Alright, notice I jumped up on the railing, jumped up here, ammoed up on the DMR, went active camo. Going active camo when I know that my camo is fully charged, and then crouch walk over here so they don't see me. When you're crouch walking in camo, they will not see you. And get down here, they see me now, camo or not. Once you start moving like that, regular movement. Now if I jump up on that beam right in front of me, that will open the door to the get me to the outside. So what I'm doing here is I'm sorry, the beam is right behind me. I got myself turned around a little bit. We'll see that here momentarily. I'm just checking where everybody's at. Now I'm going to go camo and jump up on this beam. Right there. That opens the door. Now I got to get everybody focused away from me. I might try to take out an enemy or 2 with a sticky detonator. What I was hoping it happened would be the elites run down the other side of the room. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is turn around and try to distract them with the sticky detonator. I'll fire 1 or 2 shots with a sticky detonator up here. Turn around and see where everybody's at. Oh, that darn elite's right there. Doesn't look like he wants to move. The other one down there is at the other side of the room where I want him. Okay. This guy here, which I believe is a sword elite, he does have a sword, so I think I'll get him removed by. No, that sucker is not moving. Alright, I don't want to wait here too long. I just might suck it up and make a mad dash for the next room. Alright. I'm running out of patience as well. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he just turned and moved away. Good. This is my big chance. Jump up here, and run the room, and sort of zigzag. Hope I don't get nailed with a plasma grenade. And the door closed behind me, and just all breathe a big sigh of relief.
Keep them away from it.
Okay, now we're headed back to the outside, and we're going to clear some cubbies and then jump into Manus. Okay. We've got a whole bunch of fuel rod grunts down there, along with a couple snipers.
Dr. Tilson, the
Or a
composer's
sniper and a
location's
marksman.
compromised.
And we want
You've
to
got
take
to get
out
that move down here.
them all, at least all of the fuel rod grunts,
Ready or not,
using
I
this
need it
platform
now.
as cover as much as we can. But we want to take all these guys out with the DMR, because we really don't want them firing at us once we get into the Manus, because we will die in a hurry. Okay. And notice how I am using the cover, because they tend to fire at center mass, which is your chest. So if you can peek your head over the top and don't completely expose yourself, they're firing their fuel rods and stuff into the platform, not into you. I actually learned that technique in Halo Reach on Exodus. Okay, there goes the Jackal Marksman. I'm looking around to see what's left here. There's a grunt there. There's one way off in the distance, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get him. Maybe I will. I got DMR ammo left, so I might as well use it. Okay, I'm looking. Don't see anybody. Being very careful. Alright. Time to get in the Manus. Oh, my shields are shot. You can see that. We've got to be a little bit careful. Now, for the most part, until the Banshees appear, we can sit back here and take pot shots at the cubbies. You're going to see 2 or 3 ghosts appear. There's going to be a couple of wraiths that we're going to have to deal with. As we thin the ranks of the cubbies, more will drop in small waves. I'm really most concerned about the wraiths. Not really too concerned about the Banshees when they come in, although in this trip run I believe I had to take a few of them out. But there is a technique for that. Oh, and this trying to sneak around to my left there.
Another way.
Okay, here comes another ghost. Again, I'm actually using the platform as a little bit of cover as well for the Manus. Just hang back here and let the shields come back. No sense in being a hero. I think right at this point here, I think maybe they dropped the, no, maybe not yet. I'm looking for those wraiths. Also, I don't want to get nailed by the main gun on that Phantom. Okay, here come the wraiths, I believe. One will be dropped off over there in the distance on the left, and one will be dropped off right here close on the right. Normally, we can dodge the fire from the left, but we need to take that guy out on the right away. There we go. He's toast. And I just kind of curious as to where the one on the left is. We'll find him actually a little bit later in the run, because normally I have to deal with them both at the same time, the one right after the other. But I just see some more cubbies out there I can deal with on foot. Oh, here comes another ghost. There comes that wraith. I'm surprised he came in from the right side as well. That's the first time I've ever seen that. That second wraith usually comes in from the left. So this is problematic. I've got a ghost and a wraith firing at me at the same time. I'm just dodging the plasma bolts from the ghost. I really don't want to get nailed with the plasma bolts here. There we go. Phew, took him out. Now that is the first time I've ever seen that, where the wraith comes in from the right. So you just need to be prepared. You're going to have to take two of them out. And normally, like I said, one on the right, one on the left. But we survived all that. There might be another grunt over there. Just kind of looking around for enemies to shoot. Now, somewhere around here there is an elite with fuel rod cannon. Sometimes there's two of them. Not really sure where that guy is. I have a tendency to hide behind that big rock just in front of me to the right there until you advance. When you advance, then they'll come out of hiding. And that's what I was kind of hoping there. I just didn't really see him. Alright, just kind of waiting around. I don't know if I need to take anybody else out to trigger the next wave, which is the Banshees. I'm just moving down there towards that big rock area just to see if somebody will advance towards me or come out so I can try to take them out. Okay, just took two grunts out that were kind of hanging over there, and that must have been it. Those two, had to take those two little guys out to get the Banshees. Now, notice how I walk back up the steps and behind this part of the structure here. Not really sure what this is, but it's a good hiding place against the Banshees. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to just fire rockets and guns off into the middle on the hopes that I'll take these guys, or one or more of these guys out of distance. And occasionally one or more will peel off and come at me. So I have to be wary of that. In the worst case, if they're firing fuel rods at me, I can hide behind this structure here. I think there's one coming at me now. And boom. Okay, taking care of him. And step back out, fire some more rockets to all the ones that are circling there in the middle. Now, one thing to note on LASO difficulty, or get the LASO weapon, you can use save and quit. If you're about to die or get killed, and you're quick enough, you can hit the start key and go in and save, quit, and resume, and it'll take you back to the last checkpoint. I actually did this in a single segment with no deaths, so my run is a Mythic SLASO run, or it qualifies as a Mythic SLASO run. I've got another one coming in. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay. Once you start firing on them and hit them, they will turn around and come back at you. Oh, there we go. Got him with a rocket. Alright, back here, get my shields back. Here comes another one in. I'll wait till he turns around and goes the other way. I do see a phantom off there in the distance, which is a good sign for me. When the phantoms start coming back in, that means we're getting close to the end here. So when you see that phantom coming in, just hide. We don't need to duke it out with anybody. Cortana will say, "Where is he?" And then that phantom kind of goes over there. Another phantom comes in right in front of us. That's what I'm waiting for here. Kind of looking for. There he comes. He parks right in front of us momentarily. And then when the chief tries to raise Dr. Tilson,
Dr.
it's
Tilson,
amazing
where's the
how he
way?
can go right through that
Dr.
girder
Tilson.
there. But when he tries to raise
Head back
Dr.
to the
Tilson
elevator
and
platform.
Cortana
I'll
says,
keep
"Let's
trying
get
to
back
raise
to
it."
the elevators," it's time for us to move out. Now there's still some banshees out there, some cubbies. So we've got to be a little bit careful. See that banshee right there? He's kind of scooting along the ground there. Every once in a while, they regain composure and come after you. So I think that one just took himself off the map, so I'm not too worried about it. That one way on the left there. All right, I'm just kind of looking around. I'm still looking for that elite with the fuel rod cannon, but I don't see him. Poke my head around the corner here. There are grunts, a couple of squads of grunts up here that were dropped off by those phantoms. Okay, no elite. Okay. Here's a squad right here. There's usually a squad up here on the right. I think I took care of them. Again, I'm looking for that elite. I'm also looking across the way to see if there's somebody on that gun, that 50 cal. Because I've actually been caught in the crossfire between 50 cals off of that platform and the one far down in front of me. To the left of the waypoint side, where I'm firing now. I'm firing towards that other 50 cal just to see if there's anybody on it. Doesn't appear to be. Because I can barely see him down there. There's usually a cubby or two right down in here. There is an elite down there. Let's see. I'm going to try to take him out. Just pop the shields. Now what'll happen is that a lot of times when you pop their shields like that, they'll charge you and they become easy targets. As long as they're at distance. You don't want them to get too close to them and start throwing grenades at you. Now there's some more grunts over here on the right. I'm making sure I take them out so when I head for the waypoint I don't get any nasty surprises. One over there hiding behind a rock. Looking around, seeing if there's any more enemies left. So yeah, just saw a grunt kind of fly down there with his own little covenant thruster. Okay, well, we're getting here close towards the end. Well, there is a grunt back there somewhere because I just heard him power up his plasma pistol, EMP me, but he's off a distance. Okay, jump out of the Manus. Through the open doorway here. Through here, just follow the waypoints into the elevator bay.
The Havoc mines will be in one of the cargo bays.
Cortana wants us to start the elevator up. And suddenly the Didac grabs the composer as the elevator is going up there.
Casimir Wave building outside the atrium.
Yeah, that's the Didac. That's why I stepped all the way back here. You see the beams come through the front of there. You know, our shields are shut. Don't want to die at this point. We're safe right back here at the back. And the Didac grabs the composer and starts to pull it away. And there goes the composer. We'll have to deal with in the next mission, midnight.
Cortana, see if you can raise Tilson. Get me a status on the rest of the station.
Okay, Cortana's freaking out.
I can't believe he did that.
Cortana,
She's
I
trying
need
to
that
calm her
info.
down.
Look,
As long as we don't do anything
Don't think
stupid
about the
like,
Didac.
you know,
don't think about the
fire
composer.
our sticky detonator in the
Only
floor and
focus
blow
on
ourselves
bringing
up.
me
We're
Tilson.
basically, the mission's basically completed.
Sandra Kay.
What we're doing here is we're waiting for the Cortana to reactivate the elevator and get us up to the same level as Dr. Tilson.
Gunner! Biosafety Signature stable on 350
Okay.
level.
So now the elevator's going back up.
Thank you,
And when we
Cortana.
get up to Dr. Tilson's level, the door will open behind us, or the door will go green and we can open it behind us. I'm just kind of marring the view out here. This is the one I'm talking about here. That just turned green. We activate it, and I'm going to go ahead and skip this cutscene because it actually is pretty grisly. So that's it. That's the end of the mission.
If
Get out of the cutscene here. I do hope this helps you in your quest for the LASO emblem. This is Old Anaki signing off. Take care, everybody.